Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. Last time we got some more crowns, and with that we can scroll around. Here it is, the Raider Colony. Garrison 30, transform adjacent plains, forests and rivers into wasteland and lose 3 for each. Lose 3, not even gain 3, just lose 3. But we will unlock that, and we have 100% progress towards our tree. So that is everything unlocked. So while there's still challenges to do, that's just for the fun. For now, we can jump in to a fresh trial. So what do we know? We did famine, drafting. Instead of picking a new card after each round, you select them at the beginning of each act. Guild and university still work as usual if you want more cards. Interesting. Enemy in reserve, yes. Garrison 150%. Let's take out, we just played the Duchy. Let's take out the Order today. Okay, select a card. Horse stable. Done. Select a card. We can't reroll. We got no money. Give me an optimizer. Do we have production buildings early? We have religious. And we have unique military. I don't love either of these. I don't know how many cards we're drafting is the thing. I'll take an orchard. When placing a religious building adjacent to a military building, it loses 20% of its units. Before transforming a terrain, gain 4 of its resource. When placing a building adjacent to an allied type, give me devotion. And we'll take sacred ground. Okay. And we can still do our upgrades and stuff. I still probably want 2 faith to start. And we want the biggest area that has an individual group for the crack. Oh, now here's a problem. I didn't think about this bit, did I? You're a religious building. I don't have a production building, as far as I recall, out of all of this. So I'll take the horse stable because the spare units will become crusaders, and that's our best shot at getting a bunch of them. And hopefully that accelerates us then through getting more units. And of course, I would like Tetrises, if I could. Let's stick that there. Well, we've got this Z piece coming up, so perhaps here you can touch both of those. You can squeeze in there. Where are we going to get this horse stable in safe and cozy? We might just have to take a 3-liner instead of a 4-liner. We do have optimizer though, so it will be a little bit extra good. Alright, let's stick crack here. Are we doing that? We probably don't have much in the way of planes left to come, which is going to make this trickier. Church here. stable there. This keeps it as one large zone. And those all become dudes. I suppose that could be lady crusaders, of course. I'll take an any type. Gain a printing press. Wood or wheat? Probably wood. Yeah, we'll take the wood. Give me a big old chunk of wood. Now, do I want to do anything different now? And they've got 2 horse stables and a merc camp. That shouldn't be a problem. Reduce upgrade cost by 10% for tech, not for buildings. So it's just these 2 that we can upgrade. Can I do both? 135 plus 81. It's going to be 65, 70, 80 is not enough to do both, I think. So I'm going to do this one first. And I can't do religion. Oh, we can do religion. If I think that's worth more than having 1 extra building. End of round, remove X from each group times your faith. Well, we have... where is it? Devotion. Placing a religious building adjacent to a military building, it loses 20% of its units. So we could do that with our church on top of their horse stables, perhaps. So I'm actually going to go harder on raising our religion to start. And then we'll worry about drafting more stuff later. Right, hold that guy. Well, this will be a hoot. Am I going to do this? I'm going to lose a lot of our potential line bonuses if I do. I might put their horse stable down there. It's a little greedy, I appreciate, but it'll be okay, won't it? Oh, well, we got a line piece, so maybe we don't need to do that at all. It's getting a little busy around here. I didn't even finish the 4-liner. Never mind, A. Alright, there's my crack. On a reasonably sized zone. I think. I can't get that to touch that in any meaningful way. I totally could have reserved one of these guys as well. I just completely skipped over my brain. Swords, arrows. It's not going to go great, is it? I can make these swords into arrows. Then I've got more arrows to drive into my axes. And then I don't know if what's left will be enough to become that, but we'll try. We're fine. Somebody in comments said that the animation speed was a little bit fast. So I'll drop that down to 3. Hopefully that helps you follow the action a little bit clearer. Right, excuse me while I blow my nose. And we've got lots of wood for the trading fair. We can upgrade our Holy Crusade because we don't need anything else for those. I think we just upgrade the stable though, while we have the chance. And then with what's left, we can exchange a level 1 card. This orchard is not doing anything for us, so goodbye orchard. What did we get back? A manor. Noble, range 1, explore all squares in range 3 times. That's better. Hostile, peaceful. Right, so we're going to go hostile, wood, hostile. And that's pretty simple. My CPU is going burr. Would I rather take the mana in? Nah. I do need to get more dudes, though, if we're going to excel later. Adjacent planes. Nice. This church, do I care super specifically about where you go? I'm at Camp Garrison 20. Alright, but what if you didn't Garrison 20? Placing a religious building. You have to do the religious building after. Ho hum. Thank you for the supplies. This going down here is totally fine. That will fit in there nicely. Actually, this fits in here nicely too, but I think that's better. Ugh. I want to put that piece here. Actually, I can do this. And then that. And that. That ain't bad. Right. We should just make one of these into the same thing. So if we make these axes into arrows and drive all those arrows into these swords, everything is fine. That should be enough to upgrade to another slot. We don't need wood as much as we need everything else right now. But I'm inclined to just take what I can get, you know? Right, 70% forest. Nothing too complicated. So, big forest for crack. How do I want this to go? Explore all squares in range 3 times. I guess I'm going to place this up here. Just hope to find something to go there. We can wait for the mana to go over there if we have to. But we're not going to be able to wait to play this long piece if we do, so that's fine. Well, we know that this was 70% forest, so this is probably most of the grass we're going to see. Wooden fortress, turn each adjacent forest into a plain. I totally forgot it was going to do that. Well then. What do I want to do about this? It's a fantastic question. None of these pieces fill this area sufficiently at all. We lose at least one line every time here. All right. We need the crack here. We can do that shortly. This gets us one whole line, which is upsetting. There's one other player building. It's the outpost thing. It's also not an ideal get right now. All right, well, that's how this has gone, and that's fine. We're not playing that siege camp ever. Get some extra lines out of business. And a good number of units. We can turn all of this into arrows. And then drive those arrows into our swords, as is our new tradition. Right, 317 units. Refill defenses or gain a card. We're going to refill our defenses because it's the only real spot to do so. And we're going to hit the wall. Right, do I want to take Sacred Ground in with me? Sure. We can do that. God, we got 981 wood. What we need is gold. For so many things. Well, hopefully we can get some gold in the draft in a minute. For now, though, we're pretty okay with what we got. As we fight the wall. I did not check what our most prevalent type of thing is. Sacred Ground, Faith 2, Range 2, end of round remove. Units from stuff in range equal to 2x our things. Rally point 17, adjacent plains and fields give more units. Our range is 2. What I would really like to do is get the church to touch these 3 buildings all at the same time. And Sacred Ground to be in range of all of them. But I don't think I can do both because of the size of the church. Well, hold on. Oh, I biffed. I was not thinking about strategic pavilions at all. Dummy. Alright, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. So, I'm going to do this. When placing a religious building adjacent to a military building, it loses 20% of its units. Well, that is a thing what I've done now. So, there we are. That I do not want to play. However, now I need to play the crack somewhere. And it's going to be the smallest group that it takes from. 17 units. Alright, well, I do not love this development, but it's the one that I've got. How can I get a really good horse stable? That's a great question. Because I can't make this be any higher. We have more forest to come. Looks like we do not. Goody. You're noble, so you're going to expand. One down, one over. Well, that got really awkward. Do we even have enough units to survive this? Swords take out arrows, have a tiny number left. Axes take out swords, pick up the arrows, take out axes, and hit them for whatever's left. We survive. It wasn't pretty though. And now we get to draft again. I think we're going to leave rivers behind. Fairly standard at this point. We'll do this. We will almost certainly upgrade that, but let's do this first. Leave the river behind. I want to leave the river behind. I need the gold. Do I care about the forests? I think I do care about forests. Like, I don't need the wood, that's for sure. I do want more money. Faith 1, range 1. All religious buildings in range gain faith ×2. That's just fun, though. I've never played with a cathedral before. For every 80 units you recruit, gain 1 faith. And we do have rerolling money if we need it. End of round, if adjacent to at least 2 mountains, gain 3 faith, otherwise lose 5 faith. Sure. Let's fill ourselves with faith. And this is lovely, although do I need more military, really? Give me a way to heal myself. So we're going hostile. Hostile again. Hostile. Right, this is a fairly clear-cut map with no 3-wide decisions. Do I want a technology or a building? Give me a technology that boosts religion. End of round, convert a random enemy group with 10 faith +10. Yes. Okay. Bit of stone, castle, merc camp, castle, merc camp. Do we upgrade the crack? This manor is out of here for a second. Cathedral, all religious buildings in range. Range is only 1. Which makes that trickier. Can I upgrade you, Cathedral, or do I not have the money for it? Oh, the stone. I guess that makes sense. You're not exactly going to build a cathedral out of wood, are you? Yeah, the resource gain is the hard part here, I think. I guess I forget that I do have the plunder a village option available to me. Right, give me the cathedral. Give me the Hermit's Cave. Does this passive thing convert? Convert a random enemy group with your faith +10. So my faith should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20 is not enough to convert any of these. Oh dear. Okay. How much would I need to get in order to upgrade this? 170 gold. Well, we can sell some things for gold. That's cash money. Otherwise, the rest we're kind of using most of it. The Hermit's Cave isn't even... Oh, it is selected here. The Crusader Outpost and the Monastery aren't going with us. This is a problem. So I now need 120 gold. 30 gold 3 times is 90. That ain't going to cut it. Okay, maybe we shouldn't be relying on fanaticism right now. If we're not relying on fanaticism, what are we relying on? Well, we could knock out some of their units with faith and then convert them. It's getting a little convoluted, but we can. Let's just do this. It's where most of our units come from. Won't worry about that if we're not doing any immediate technology upgrades. I would like the grain. 3 faith, otherwise lose 5. 1 faith. Now we'll try this. 2 castles, 2 merc camps. The other thing is with multiple religious buildings, we can do devotion multiple times on one building. Apart from castles are noble, so we can't do it against castles, which is annoying. I'm probably going to end up playing this castle just because of the order that we've drawn it. So what I think I'll do is utilize it by playing it here. Cathedral, Faith 1, Range 1, all religious buildings in range gain Faith times 2. So we want that at a good moment. I don't want to do... I want to do the multi-bonus exploration. But they're making it damn tricky with these pieces. Right, so I need religious buildings in range. Does this even have stone? I didn't even check. I'm assuming it's like 30% stone for the level. But no, I did not check because I'm foolish. Alright, well... Horse stable, you are going out of line with that. Nothing here fits great, does it? We are losing our big crack opportunity very quickly, which is unideal. $26 in garrison, just 26. Swords or axes. Sure. Oh, this got real ugly. really, really ugly. You need to be next to some stone. Don't know how we're going to do that. Also, I mean, I could do it here, but I'd lose out on a bunch of horse stable. But also, where is Crack going to go if I don't place this castle first? Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. If I were to place this castle, where would I place it? Here is actually not bad. So I can put that up there. I can join that all together. Then this Hermit's Cave. Can go here. This piece definitely cannot rotate through here the way... Oh, it can. End of round, remove units and Faith 2. Range 2, you can go there. And then this Hermit's Cave gets this. Oh no, I biffed. This cell isn't grass. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, I can pivot to make its own then. Except no, this is still the smallest. God damn it. Fine. I biffed. Alright, we converted that to 9 swords. So, 26 axes becomes 26 arrows. 52 arrows gets driven into 45 swords. Then we have these 27 swords to remain with. We're not going to be able to convert to arrows with that, I don't think. Right, they take 11 health from us. But we're okay. A lot of moving pieces. I love a commandery. It's like the solution to all of life's problems. Boss gets 40. Yeah, let's not do that. Hostile region, 50% plains. I need to get more of that going. I think I'm going to drop the Hermit's Cave right now. I mean, 3 faith is a lot, but this only has 4 stone pieces in the whole level. Aligned mountain pieces, a castle, and a river castle. Okay, what can we upgrade? 22 faith there. Loses 30% of its stuff, is nice. Basically everything that we can upgrade is a technology. So let's discount our technology. And then... well, we can do a couple of things here with what we've got, I think. We can't do 160 gold's worth. Well, if we're not upgrading our guys, should we do a couple of plunders? I need to get to 300. I do. Horse stable to 6 is pretty good. Commandery at 200 gold goes to 4x faith. That would be all of our gold. He goes to gain 5, lose 5. That's not bad. God, I wish I just had so much more stuff than I have, you know? What am I taking in with me? Let's drop Sacred Ground. Let's take Hermit's Cave. This Crusader outpost is also, like, not doing much for me. You got up to 35 guys. Now that's a burger I want. I really want to upgrade the cathedral to get... Oh, you still only get range 1, I guess, because you are such a large unit. I just have so few resources to spend. That's the real painful part. 100 stone is like the lowest part of this whole equation. Right, I'm going to do one more of these. Then we're going to upgrade the commandery. And we'll do the Hermit's Cave. So we're taking those two. Cathedral can go with... We really want the Cathedral to be in range of the Hermit's Cave. Like, real bad. What are we not taking with us? Monastery? Fine. Sacred Ground? Fine. Crusader Outpost? Fine. Alright, let's go. Cathedral, Commandery, all very early. This is a really awkward piece to be putting down early, isn't it? I've already forgotten what the makeup of the terrains are, which is jolly good fun. I don't know where to put this. I'm just going to commit to not having the corner. I want to see my hermit guy go right here. That's very greedy. Oh my god, we can actually do it though. Alright, you go up there. The rest of this is going to have to just go wherever we can kind of fit it, I guess. Then Hermit's Cave, at least 2 mountain pieces. So that goes there and there. So you should get 10 faith, which will be 40 units, which is a lot, obviously. Castle, Noble, Garrison 30. I don't really want to stick the horse stable over there. Where am I going to where am I going to put the horse stable? Great question. I don't know where to put anything. I definitely don't want to put 30 more units on the board, though they do still have 2 more buildings to come. Noble Garrison. Problem with Noble is getting stuff to touch around corners to all count as one contiguous zone, you know? This is so dumb. Right, you're there now. Congratulations. That's where you live. Here's the crack. I really don't want to play the river crack right now. But at the same time... Sorry, the river castle. But at the same time, there's a chance I can get this to join this and put the crack in the middle and get a really good crack. So I'm going to try and do that. This is all touching now. This isn't touching. I don't want to ruin my stable. So I do this. That's all touching. River crack goes there. And we finish here. Yeah, I'd say that worked. I would say that worked. And we converted something, didn't we? Because they've only got 3 buildings of theirs. Not sure, but hey. They've got 30, 30, and 30, so we can convert something that we don't like. These 30 arrows can take out those 30 axes. So 30 swords becomes 30 arrows, which gets eaten by 50 swords. Then that becomes arrows, who get rammed into the axes, and then we just pick up everything that's left. We should get a huge number of crusaders out of this. Oh, yes. 27 faith. Like, our gold is our problem, clearly. But outside of that, things are great. Religious building, wood, produces gold. I should do something that produces gold, shouldn't I? Tax office. And then trading fair. Let's get the stone, because we need the stone more than anything else. We'll need the gold, but we can hopefully trade for a bunch of gold. 250 wood for 400 gold. Now we can upgrade literally everything. Hostile region. Okay. This goes for 24 first. Then what do we upgrade when we can literally upgrade everything in the deck apart from what we just upgraded? Well, first of all, before we do anything else, let's grab this for 300 guys and stick in probably the tax office right now. This obviously makes sense to do, but where is our commandery? And where is the cathedral? Faith 3. So that's not actually that big a deal. It just gives us 2 more faith. The range doesn't change, the multiplier doesn't change. That's not that big a deal, I think. This going to 5 is a pretty big deal. Spends a lot of our stuff to do it, though. That goes to plus 20. That's pretty good. Tax office is obviously something I need to worry about. $65 get 1 faith, which begets more stuff. 7 faith. Double it to 14 if you can. Right, basically all of our problems are stone and gold. This is a regular combat. Should we upgrade the tax office with our wood and our grain? Then what else can we do that's super duper functional? Not tons now. How much? We got 5 stone. And around adjacent, at least 2 mountain pieces gain 7 faith. Sure. Church up to 4. Spends 200 gold, 50 stone. Sure. I don't need more defense. We're not taking the monastery in with us. I should probably have done printing press sooner. Multi-exploration bonus by 2. By 3. Alright, that's all of our upgrading. So, they've got Merc Camp Prison. We can probably deal with the commandery, I think. Units times faith times 4. We just need 15, 16 faith. Oh no, 45, not 60. We need like 12 faith. We'll get that. Watchtower, River Castle. All right. And tax office to get tons and tons of gold, please. There's a hermit's cave very early. Stick a river castle over there. This is adjacent to 1 mountain piece, I have to assume. Right? So I kind of need to do this, which is kind of ugly. But at the same time, I want to make sure I get what I'm getting. The prison going next to the commandery is perfect. We can stick this in here, and then commandery on top. No idea what I'm doing with that crack. That's a great question. Maybe we just do buildings. Well, it would have to be the smallest section of buildings. If I do this. Because then our tax office is going to be like extra strong, right? So stick that down there. Then stick this. I guess I'll do it here. And then this here. It's 175 gold. It's not bad. Oh, I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Could be more where that come from. Left-hand side is going to be really good for our stable later. When that comes in. There it is. This is all build. Oh, dummy. I've made this one contiguous zone of buildings, but there's a small group of buildings above and a large group of buildings below, not one big group of buildings all around it. Silly me. Okay, can we fix this? Maybe with, like, the cathedral? Do we have any other buildings left? There's one enemy building left. Getting real ugly. It's getting real ugly. Right, so the crack is now surrounded by buildings. We can't clear any of these 3 lines, so why even try? Alright, we got rid of the prison. Love to see it. Swords get wrecked by axes that we do not have. So their swords can become arrows. Those swords can pick up... Those arrows can pick up these swords. Well, it's the same as doing this, isn't it? Like, so the big arrows pick up the swords, become arrows, pick up the swords, become more arrows, and then those arrows drive into our swords and our swords and our arrows. I will take it. We get a huge faith bump. And we're up to the keep. Upgrade that guy. We're getting a lot of faith for that guy, which is nice. Right, we have a lot of very large buildings, which is a very big problem for this particular fight. Should we do this right now before we forget? Seems important. Right, what are we upgrading? Could we do? How big is the wall? I don't know. 180. How big would it have to be for fanaticism to do it? But an enemy with... So, faith plus 10, I need 170 faith. So that's not going to work. Clearly. Okay. Our health is fine thanks to blessing. Fanaticism will help us get rid of one of the towers, which is nice. Faith to 3. What else do we need stone for? Religious building is adjacent to a military building. It loses 30% of its units. That could do a lot against this huge guy. 40% of its units. That's less gains. But you know what? I'm game. In that case, do we ever just take in a religious building to put against the bad guy? Is Crusader Outpost a military building? A religious building? It's not. It's military, isn't it? Alright. It's going to get weird, and I'm here for it. Because this is just one giant building. That's how it qualifies itself, at least. So I need to keep my spots to touch this guy reasonably open. Church and cathedral. So this is 180. This church didn't do it. I'm mad about it. When placing a religious building adjacent to a military building, it loses 40% of its units. Okay, this is a boss, not a military building. Okay, lesson learned. Still. Okay. This counts as building. And we have a reasonably sized river over here. So I guess I can do this. And it'll take something from all of that. I don't know. There's the Hermit's Cave. Where am I going to put the stable? Am I going to get one more stone piece? 1, 2, this is my third stone piece. There must be another stone piece to come. There must be. Do I have any more buildings? I have 2 more player buildings. Oh, this is going to get ugly. Where am I going to put this damn stable? If I'm going to commit to Hermit Cave here, this is a good spot to put some other stone piece, which is fine. Crack is just having a real bad time. Let's just do this. Alright. I'm going to start building other stuff. Can I not get that down there? No, you bastards. Why are these control schemes such a nightmare sometimes? I need like a little confirmation box. Are you sure you want to put this in this box? Absolutely no, I'm not sure. Right, you're going in there. You're going there. Oh god, I need to get that T-piece down here. Really, really badly. That's very important. Faith 2. I'll take 2 faith. Alright, 164 point commandery is going to save us. We converted this, which is lovely. There's no unit types here to concern ourselves with, so just smack them. We come out with 6 extra on top. We've got so much food. I think we have to leave rivers behind. Because, like, the Hermit's Cave is great. Nothing else works with rivers. It was our gold attempt, but we now have the... what's it called? The thing? The tax office. So that's fine. Right. I like a prison, but I don't think I need a prison right now. Earn between 25 and 35 gold for each connected mountain piece. I'm also not going to be taking that in. Give me the passive. Transforming. We don't transform anything. Skip for 50 gold. Could reroll. Religious buildings have a 50% chance of converting adjacent enemy groups into my guys. Or when you end combat without having an enemy in reserve, gain 150. I like that. But this is more fun. Upgraded reliquary is a no-brainer. I don't think I can do 2 Hermit's Caves. Like, negotiating that seems much more difficult. Why would I take Erudition when we can't draft either cards? There are no cards to be had. 28 faith here is big. How big are our expeditions worth now? Pretty chunky. Not that we have any faith right now. Right. Hostile on the right. Double hostile, double hostile. It's totally fine. So, start with the university. I guess one reason to hold on to Erudition is that you don't find it again. End of round, enemy groups surrounded by mountain pieces lose 50% of their units. Nah, give me no mercy. And then up here. God, we've got so much wheat. Right, monastery, I will never need to see you again, ever. Crack spends most of our gold. Is there anything I would rather spend our gold on? Religious buildings have a 25% chance of converting an adjacent enemy group into guys. I mean, that is the most fun one, isn't it? This doesn't really do much for us. This is, like, fine. Printing press is already a max upgraded, so I don't feel bad about that. Give me more base faith. And the only thing left I can upgrade is no mercy. Honestly, I play the units so often. I'm fine with this. No monastery, no garrison. And they have... Oh, it's this group of dinguses. Fine. Stick the horse stable there. End of round, remove from enemy units in range X times your faith. You have 38. If I put you there... Oh, I didn't think this through. Did I? I can't have 2 units next to that like that, can I? I mean, there'll be other stone pieces, right? End of round, remove times faith. Right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to slap that smack in the middle of here. Going to give that to there. Then this supply line is going to go there. And this guy is going to go there. And they are going to get wrecked on faith at the end of the round. There's the Hermit's Cave. Great time for it. Ooh, Cathedral Hermit's Cave. Can we make that work? I must be able to. I can. If I do that. And this. Hermit's Cave in there. Cathedral on top of it. This can fill in a line. Where is my thing? Religious buildings have a 25% chance of converting an adjacent enemy group into that. So this supply line. Lose this, recruit 4 for each terrain in its row. That's so many terrains, though, isn't it? Also, I want that to be adjacent to the church, so stick that there. Then stick the church in there. Yes! I love it when a plan comes together. Right. Where am I sticking these guys? Because these are not pretty looking guys. Where's the crack going? I guess crack can go here. Then it's adjacent to some decent chunk of buildings and a decent chunk of stone. Yeah, that'll be fine. Decent chunk of gold. Commandery is definitely going next to the cathedral as well. Thieves' hideout, buildings in range. We don't have any more buildings to play. I mean, I could just do this and it won't get any stronger than it already is. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, that works. Yeah, we culled out most of the stuff I was concerned with those guys. We have no wood left whatsoever, so there is that. But we'll be fine. Swords, 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 arrows. They have more swords than arrows. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to drive our swords into their arrows and their swords, and then pick up the rest. $225 to spare. It's rather nice. Right, 884 dudes. We could do a wood depot here and just kind of make up our losses, for sure. Now that we're so rich on gold and everything else. Wood, gold, heavy units. Heavy units? Honestly, I think I just skip. Right, hostile, 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 hostile. 45, 35, 35, 40, 50, 25. I'm just going to go up the left side here. I think that works okay for me. Right. Let's get the tax office out. See, I don't need the monastery either, so Crusader Outpost can go back in. I don't know if 10 is the maximum on this. I've never seen it cap out before. But with 884 Crusaders and no need for higher base faith, we can basically just plunder to our heart's content to upgrade everything that we have here. A 100 wood is a ridiculous roll. Right, let's start here. Sure. Absolutely. Faith 4, range 2, remove units. Yeah. I'll do you last. Monastery's not going in with us now. Commandery. Absolutely. Fanaticism. Grab that guy. That gets really good now. This is just extra gold. So it's just the cathedral and the sacred outpost that we haven't upgraded. Blessing, strength in numbers. $300 gold. And 300 gold. Okay, so that's our limiting factor right now. I think I would sooner do the cathedral rather than sacred ground, because sacred ground stands to hurt us more when our faith is so high. All right. Castle, vantage point, stone fortress, bastion. Recruit 6 for each adjacent plane. Sure. I'm tempted to do this and dump the crack in the hole. You heard me. Stone Fortress, recruit for each mountain piece aligned with it. I don't love it. There's the church. Tell you what, if I stick that there. You a faith building? Don't know. We took out 22 of their numbers just with that. Let's say that's pretty good. Then we converted them, so I'm totally fine with this. I don't know if more stone will then recruit new guys to them, but we can find out in time. Castle is noble. Cathedral, all religious buildings in range. Hermit's Cave here is going to be interesting for sure. I'm going to stick this in here. Then stick that in there. Right, can we get this and Hermit's Cave to work again? I think we can. So you're in there. You. We're in here. This is there. Hermit's Cave is in the gap. You're on top of that. Recruit 4 for each plane or field adjacent to connected mountain pieces. We haven't seen our crack yet, have we? There's 2 player buildings left. Yeah, you are getting more units as I do this. That's unideal. I can't make the crack sit any higher on this line, and there's no more buildings left to come. I guess I could pivot to this area of stone being my next biggest thing. This way I can play this here. Stick the crack there. Stick that there. Eliminate 2x my faith. 45. 45, 2x is 40. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely crushed, especially when I start recruiting units. So, make this area of stone bigger. And bigger. Shame I can't get that in that gap, but I can do this. This. That got converted, but it still gets crushed. Alright, well, it got converted and then it got wiped out. Sure. 260 swords. I think we'll be okay. These arrows take out these axes, and then our swords take out these archers, pick up the riffraff. I'd say that's pretty strong. Yeah, 10 is the cap on this. Otherwise, we can upgrade Cathedral and Sacred Ground. Fanaticism can go up. Don't need Monastery. Look at all this food. We could trade fair all of this wheat off in a minute. 2 horse stables, 2 training camps will be a breeze, son. You know what? With 1,400 Crusaders, we can go faith and faith and faith and faith. Yep. Hold that for a hot minute. Honestly, I think at this point we don't really need the crack. So I'm going to stick their stable in here. Stick that in there. And then if we want to build more buildings above that or something, we can, but I'm not worried about it. Actually, we can do... we can do this. And... this. And that. And that. Alright, things are getting weird and I'm here for it. Right, I want to hold that until we have put down the other guy. You know the other guy. The guy. The stone guy. Although we've got some good stone pieces coming up, so maybe we don't have to be so precious. My horse stable can go over here in a second. Commandery. Do I have to put the commandery over here? Sure. We convert their building. You'll love to see it. Let's stick that in there. You can go over here. So that's my goal spot for my guy. So I can stick this in here. Send 18 to each allied military building aligned with it. Well, we probably don't want to do that. At the same time, it would be 369. Oh, I'm dumb. The crack is next to this little area 4. Why can I not internalize what the crack is up to at all times? There's the Hermit's Cave we've been waiting for. And a church is lovely. This is 2 separate pieces, so you're in there. Then we've somehow got 2 long pieces. Face the enemy. Gain 3 gold 3 times in a row with no mercy. We crushed them. I don't know quite what we did on those. Religious bills have a 25% chance to convert. End of round, convert a random enemy group with less than your faith plus 30. We did that. Oh, this guy. Is that guy just wiped out everything in this realm. So just take it all and run the swords in. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Totally okay. We don't need to refill up defenses. We can go to a trade fair. Sure. What do I even need? 250 wheat for 333 stone. Up to the dungeon. And then let's upgrade you twice. Let's go 8 religion, more religion, more religion. Send troops out. What can I upgrade? We're not taking you in unless I really want to. You're military rather than religious. But I guess it doesn't really matter right now. Everything here is 3. Everything is max upgraded. Alright, let's hope this is a hoot. What I really want to get, obviously, is my buildings sorted. Because that's where most of our power comes from. Right, commandery. It's obviously nice to have. They get a baddie building here in the early stages. Right, church I would like to go next to the cathedral, for sure. God, these lines suck. Right, commandery, 5x my faith. Stick that there. I stick the church here. Right, your faith 6, range 3, end of round, remove units times faith. Right, I'm going to stick you there. And we'll build our stuff on the left if we can help it. Crusader outpost coming in. Horse stable is going to be a very interesting one to negotiate. Like, if I do that, and then this, that is a max length horse stable. Incoming crack. Where is the other two things that I need? Well, there's the Hermit's Cave. That's one of the things I need. There's the Cathedral. That's the other thing I need. Okay. Crack, I'm going to just slide you in there. Right, so I want Cathedral here. Okay, this will be fine. This will be fine. Let's just keep playing stuff around. Oh no! I can't get the cathedral through that gap. You moron. Okay, well, and I've also just ruined my horse stable. God damn it. Oh, you silly fool. You absolute numpty. Faith gains ×2. Is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30... Is 60 worth more than 5 faith to me? Or 7 to 14 faith? Ah, screw it. I've committed now. Let's make the area around the crack as big as we can with the pieces we have. Hopefully, I didn't really biff it at the end here. I think we're okay. 265 swords. But it could have been so much better. So much better. Still, we won the challenge. With a high score of 75,000 points. So, you know, can't be mad. Alright, how many challenges is that now that we've done? How many trials? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 5 more to go. And obviously we have to get through them with the different duchies, but for now, thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.